I want to talk to you today about one of my favorite Phalaenopsis. And I'm not joking, it used to be another one that I lost. Since I don't have it anymore, this one replaced that one. It's not a species, it is a complex hybrid, but it is a complex hybrid of many Polychilus type of Phalaenopsis. Polychilus is one of subgenus of Phalaenopsis orchid. They are a little bit different from the ones that we found in supermarkets. The one that we find in supermarket, they usually need a cool down in temperature to bloom. They will branch out and produce a ton of blooms. The leaves, most of them are not as waxy as this one. And also this one will produce shorter flower spikes with fewer flowers. However, they usually are fragrant and they have super waxy flowers and also very glossy leaves. Something important about these plants is that they don't need a cool down in temperature to bloom. They can bloom all year round if you do have warm temperatures. If you live in a place like mine, that we have a pretty cool winter and pretty cold winter and autumn, these plants, they bloom when it's spring and summer. That's what happens for me. Most of the Polychilus, if you live in a place where you have drop down in temperatures during autumn and winter, they will bloom for you when it's summer. So that's why some people call them the summer blooming Phalaenopsis. But that's not actually true or accurate because in their normal environment near the tropics, they will bloom almost all the time if they have the adequate conditions. More than that, these Phalaenopsis, they receive almost the same care of any of your other Phalaenopsis. I forgot to tell you the name of this beauty here. That's what we're going to talk about. This one is the Phalaenopsis Lyndon Mix Zebra. This is the 709 hybrid specifically. I don't remember where I got this one, to be honest, but I am so super happy. I have this plant for a while now. And I remember I saw some pictures on the internet. I don't know, it wasn't a stage where I was buying many plants, but when it bloomed, I was very surprised with the fragrance of this plant. The fragrance are floral, I don't know, perfumey, but not the kind of one that will kick you out of the room, but the kind of one that you could put in a bottle, you know, and keep feeling it all the time. So good and so special it is. For this reason, I do love this plant so much, and I found the flowers beautiful. It's one of the easiest Phalaenopsis to look after, and I decided to show that to you today in case you are looking for some different hybrid or some plants maybe it's available in your area. Shouldn't be an expensive one because it is a complex hybrid. You need to buy that in nurseries though. You won't find it, I think, in garden centers. But talking about it a little bit, as I said, is one of a Polychilus subgenus, so that's why it's blooming now. That's spring here. Another thing very nice about this plant is it has many ancestors. One of them is the famous Phalaenopsis violacea. I do have one of Violacea's primary hybrids, and the one that I have, the fragrance is not like this one. It's very spicy. I don't know if the fragrance comes from the Violacea. I don't think so, because I did have another primary hybrid from the Violacea, and both of the plants have the very similar fragrance. These one have a very different one. It's very floral, very light. So I don't know where the fragrance comes from. But another parent of this plant, one of the species, I do have it. So I want to show you today as well, because it's also in bloom, but they don't have anything in common. The flowers are completely different. The leaves are different. Both of them are Polychilus though. It's this tiny little thing here is the Phalaenopsis javanica. It's one of the parents, and I'm showing you its blooms, what I could gather on camera, because the blooms are tiny, tiny, tiny. The javanica has a grassy fragrance that's not good at all. And the flowers are tiny, and each does have a hairy lip The flowers, they don't open completely. I don't see any resemblance. Looking how both of them could be related, apart from the fact that we do have some stripes on the Javanica, and we have some stripes on my Lyndon Mix Zebra as well. But I did find very nice to show you that I have a parent and also one of its hybrids, and how humans can make things look so differently when we mix many Phalaenopsis together, and the combo it's really nice. I do have a primary hybrid of the Javanica as well. I think I showed you in some video, but it's not in bloom at the moment, so I cannot show you right now. Maybe next year when both of them rebloom better, maybe we can do a video about it. So my special video today was about this beauty. I won't stick very long because I do have other care tutorials for Phalaenopsis. We can do a longer one about the Polychilus subgenus, but usually the care, it's almost the same as any Phalaenopsis. Don't leave water trapped between the leaf, pot in a epiphyte type of mix. I need to report that. That's looking horrendous, by the way. This one is also a very tough plant. It's a very tough hybrid, so very easy to look after. Oh my god, I leave it here in my living room. I don't offer anything special, and it's also always reblooming for me. It could be doing better if I reported that sooner, but when these flowers are gone, I will do that. But I just want to show you my beauty is this Phalaenopsis Lyndon Mix Zebra. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!